recording this conversation.
That's fine.
Where's the other gentleman that you turned up with?
He's gone. He was just giving us a lift. Just
Right.
giving us a lift, that's all.
Yeah.
When would be the best time to make an appointment with you?
By email. I want everything in writing.
Okay.
That's fine. Can we not just make an appointment between us now?
No, I want it in writing. I don't even know who the fuck you are. I've not seen any ID.
I'm DS Keith Kelly. Right, I'm from a safeguarding unit.
Right, so you're from Prevent.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I want to know exactly why I've been referred to
Well, this is
Prevent.
what we
Well, no, I've put it in writing to the Prevent officer who's dealing with it, and she's ignoring the emails, and you're turning up here unannounced. Do you know how aggravating this is for me? You know about my...
Anthony, I can imagine how stressed you are. That's why we wanted to come and see you face to face to clarify everything.
But I don't want face-to-face. I want it in writing. I want to know.
No, I've got a
exactly what's
notebook
going on.
with me. Do you want me to write down a date and time for us to meet?
No, I want you to ask for it by email. There's no
Okay,
reason for
what,
them.
when's convenient for you then?
I'll meet any time. I've said that. I'm trying to...
When would you want to meet?
Well, no, hang on. I want to know who's referred me to Prevent.
Well, this is what we...
I'm disputing the referral to Prevent. So put it in email, please.
Right.
Right. Thank you. There's nothing more to discuss until I know why I've been referred to Prevent.
We can answer them questions now if you like.
No, I want it in writing.
Right.
Yeah?
Can I just clarify? I work Monday to Friday and we'll arrange to meet you somewhere. Do you want it being the alternate area?
But before we talk about meeting, I want to know why I've been referred. I've been trying to... I've passed... My dossiers of intel about Al-Qaeda in Yemen have been passed to the Secret Intelligence Service.
I'll tell you now, right, if that's all right. There's been mention, right, that's all it is mention, that you'd had dealings with Al-Qaeda.
Yes.
Right, that is it.
Yeah.
That's why that referral's come in.
Well, someone's really not...
I get that.
Excuse my language, adding up the dots.
I totally get where you're coming from. I've seen the letter.
Which letter?
That they sent to your address, aren't they, saying that you've been referred?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here to explain what that is all about.
No, I asked for that explanation in writing.
It's been passed on to us now.
But why is my request for it in writing being ignored?
In what way? What do you mean?
I want to know who has referred me to the Prevent. Who said that I'm a potential fucking terrorist?
Right.
I've spent the past 4 years, 10 years. I've fought in fucking Afghanistan for...
This an email doesn't explain a lot, does it?
No.
Face to face.
I want it in writing. I want to know which officers reported me, what date I was alleged to have said this, and what context, and who they've spoken to. The Secret Intelligence Service of my dossier, the American Embassy of my dossier. I've sent all of this information to the fucking Islands.
I get it. I get where you're coming from.
Everything in writing. I don't want people turning up to my doorstep unannounced to have chats with me, because I'm not. I shouldn't be in this fucking Prevent scheme, because I'm a whistleblower. I'm reporting terrorists, and you're coming around saying...
No,
we're not saying that you're part of Al-Qaeda. I don't think that for a minute.
Well, no, that's what I've been told. I've been told I've been referred to Prevent because I said I was worked for Al-Qaeda. Right, and it's not true. So the referral is completely fucking wrong. So sorry about my language, but that's the very first thing we've got to sort out. Who has referred me, and why have they referred me, and why have the people at the Secret Intelligence Service, Graham Brady, the Intelligence and Security Committee in Parliament, why haven't they said, oh, don't worry about this fella, he's already well in touch with us? I spent years...
If I can turn to you, we wouldn't be here having this chat, would we?
If what?
If we thought you worked for Al-Qaeda, we wouldn't be here having this chat, would we?
No, I know, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
What I want is the Greater Manchester Counter Terrorism, or I want any Counter Terrorism police officer to take my statement. I'll tell you now, LONGULF Trading, it's a company in London, and they have provided material support for terrorism. They purchased the machine that I was installing in Yemen that was used by the front company of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. There's a terrorist sponsoring company in London, write it down, LONGULF Trading. It's a subsidiary of the Hayal Saeed and Amgroup. I'm telling you about terrorists in there.
I'm listening.
Right. You are listening.
I'm listening. And
Right. You can take some action about LONGULF trading.
We will put that information in if that's what you want.
But it's already up with that SIS. But I need scrubbing off this prevent scheme.
This is why we're here. We can finalise.
Right. But I don't want it. I don't want it. I want it in writing.
We've just been passing. In this
You don't just pass.
I swear.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a moment.
The mate just dropped us off. We're going somewhere else soon.
Yeah, it's
We've got other people to see.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, but you're not just, we were just passing, so we thought we'd pop in. You made a fucking point, excuse my language.
If that's what you want, that's what we'll do. But we've looked on the
I want it right. I said it all along. I said it to that senior desk site.
Right, so if I send an email to yourself, right?
Yeah.
To make an appointment.
No, first thing I want is an answer from that senior desk site who contacted me. She said she was going to refer it to a manager yesterday. So I want an answer from her manager. The names, the police community support officers who claim that I said I'd worked for Al Qaeda. I want the dates, I want the time, I want the circumstances, and I want the context.
Right.
Because their referral is plainly wrong.
Right. We'll see what we can do. Is there no way we can sort this out? Do a quick chat.
I want it in writing, because I want a paper trail of exactly what's gone. I want to know who the...
Right.
It's beyond my comprehension, this.
Yeah.
I can tell you who... You know who Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is? Do you? Do you?
Yeah.
No. Right, we're in different leagues about the information. There's nothing
We're
about.
We're a safeguarding unit.
Who are you safeguarding me from?
There are
From preventing me getting into... Go back and have a look at your referral. I've got nothing else to say until we've sorted out where this referral's come from.
Right. It has come from local police.
Yes, I know that. But I want to know who, where, when and what contacts.
Would that change anything a part of our conversation?
Well, yeah, it will prove that I've never been a member of Al Qaeda or never worked for Al Qaeda.
I don't think you have. Right.
So what are you doing here?
We have to answer these questions. We have to make sure that it's been assessed. And that you're all right and to see if you need any help.
Well, the very fucking first thing you've got to do is find out who's made the referral. And people have ignored. You've ignored it. That Sandy Desai has ignored it. That fucking Jason. I want to apologise for swearing about Jason fucking Robinson delivering messages through my GP and then not following up on that. I'm going to rip him. I don't know what the fuck he thinks he's playing at.
Right.
But that's why I want everything in writing. I'm recording this conversation, but it's pointless. I want to know in writing who referred me, what I was alleged to have said, when it was said.
And then what do you want us to do with that?
Well, and then I can establish that this referral to prevent a complete waste of...
That's what we're here to talk about.
That's what we're here to...
I don't want to talk about it, I want it in writing. I want a paper chain, because I'm sick, I can't record and transcript every...
So would you speak to us once you've had that?
But my point is, I shouldn't be referred.
Right.
I find out why I've been referred, and then I'm disputing my referral to prevent.
I totally get that.
Right.
Right, I understand where you're coming from. At the end of the day, though, right, the referral's been made, and we're here.
But I'm disputing the referral.
But we're here to negate that, so we can...
But I don't ask for it to be done in writing. I ask it from Sandy Desai. She's passed it to a manager. Now you two have passed it, have turned up. I don't know who the fuck you are, other than a badge. I've not seen your ID. I don't need to see it. It doesn't...
We don't mean to...
Right, well then please leave my home. Get off my fucking doorstep and put it in writing like I've asked.
We will still have to come and talk to you about it till after. Alright?
Put it in writing.
That we will.
Right, thank you.
If that's how you want to progress it, we will.
What do you mean how I want to progress it? I've been ignored for the past fucking week.
Well, we can apologise. We can apologise.
Right, listen. All you're doing here is aggravating me. You've turned up unannounced without an appointment when I specifically asked for it, and you've ignored me again.
Right, I said
and I've disputed the referral. You've not provided any information about that. Do you know who referred me? Do you know what date it was? Do you know the contact?
No, right.
So what the...
We're here from the safeguarding unit that's received it.
Listen, I'm disputing the referral. Right. So Put it in writing, please. Thank you.
All right then. If that's fine, that we don't want to upset you anymore.
You already fucking have. It's too late. I can't comprehend you turned up here unannounced. It's mind blowing. But when I've already, it's like you're trying to deliberately aggravate me, like Jason fucking Robinson. Well, that's exactly what you do, right? Can you please leave my home?
We're sorry for upsetting you, we'll leave it. We'll send you on an email.
I'm waiting to hear back from Sina Desai or whatever, Miss Desai's manager, because that's the last official point I know where it's from. You two turning up means nothing. I've had police officers turn up here before when the fucking dispatcher doesn't even know that they've called. So that's why I want everything in writing. I found Greater Manchester Police to be institutionally corrupt. Right through to professional standards branch, you're making up, 3 detectives making up fucking laws. Because I've got the stuff from Yemen and Al-Qaeda, and I've got stuff British war crimes in Afghanistan. And I'm pursuing them both, and I'm not going to fucking give up.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Have you got a military background?
I spent 4 years in the Territorial Army.
Oh, right.
And once operational tour. Stratford 207 Field Hospital, they know all about me, they've got dibbles there, so use the phrase. Yeah, I'm not hiding anything. Go and have a look at my fucking website. I've said all about. I've got a picture of me with police Sheikh Mohammed, you don't know who fucking is, with his arm around my shoulder.
Right.
Yeah. I've got all of these things. All the information's on my website. If you're really interested in helping me, go and have a look at that. And I don't want any of these visits again.
Right. Is there any help you think you could need from us in any way?
Yeah, I'd like an honest detective to investigate my allegations of LONGULF trading, being a financier and facilitator of terrorism.
Right. So that's the main.
I want an official statement taken from Counter Terrorism Police about my visit to Yemen. I want a formal debriefing about it. I can tell you, Al-Qaeda, it's a fucking town in Yemen. I got taken to a clandestine meeting there. I wasn't aware of it. None of it was in there.
How come you wrote for there?
I was installing this machine.
Listen, company.
I was working for my family company.
Right.
But when they sold the machine, the first thing the salesman said, there's something suspicious about that company. My brother said, don't ask any questions, they paid list price. First thing I said when I came back from Yemen to my works manager, there was something really funny about that customer. Don't say anything, they've already paid. I spoke to the senior service technician. I said, look, I've got a real fear about a hijacking taking place in America. He said, don't say anything.
Where did you get that fear from?
Go and have a look on my website. I'm repeating stuff though.
Right.
I've already read.
How long ago was this?
1997, the 11th of June. I took a flight from Logan Airport, Boston, to Canada.
Right.
And there was no security. I could have had a compact submachine gun on my carry-on. And I sat down, open cockpit door, and I thought...
Pre-9/11, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 4 years before 9/11, and the very next day I refused to start work. I said, look, pass this warning on. I could say there was no fucking security.
Right.
There was no security at the airport. I said to the air hostess, I said, look, I've not been checked, no one's had a look at anything. He says, oh, don't worry about it, it's normal.
Right.
I've made every effort I can to tell people about this.
Yeah.
I've never...
Well, you've done what you thought's right, haven't you?
Right. So if there's one thing Greater Manchester can do for me, get me an official appointment with a Counter Terrorism officer so I can report my allegations about LONGULF trading and the Hayal Saeed.
Are they still trading?
Yes. Yeah, still trading down in London, bigger than ever. That they've invested, I think it was £3 billion, buying up all of Britain's cardboard packaging companies.
Oh, right.
And they've made that into one group called the CPAC Limited. So they own billion-dollar industries here in the UK.
It's an American company.
Which company?
This one, LONGULF, is it an American company?
No, LONGULF Trading is a subsidiary of the HSA Group.
Yeah.
In Yemen, it's a family company.
Yeah.
They've got global conglomerate, they have global businesses. Their London office is called LONGULF Trading.
Right.
LONGULF Trading purchased the machinery for an Al-Qaeda front company. and the HSA group in Yemen provided sanctuary for Al-Qaeda. That's how I met them, because I was sent there as part of my job.
To take that machine?
To install the machine. I never knew it was Al-Qaeda.
Machine was it?
It was a printing machine.
Oh.
Right.
Is that your background, technician and that?
Yeah, I'm a
engineering?
Spider Monkey, yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, yeah. I'm a field service technician, so I'm well travelled.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. I've been around the block. I've got an incredible amount of information. But
You put a lot in though, haven't you?
I reported all of this. I reported paramilitaries in Colombia, and 2 days later 22 of them got arrested. I've reported cocaine production in Uganda, and a few weeks later they busted the first
Is that on the
cocaine.
back of your intelligence?
See what you'll get.
Possibly, I believe so.
Yeah.
What you'll get, Anthony, with Counter Terrorism information is you're not getting the
But right, okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to
Just
keep.
put in, you don't
The
get
fact that you've put that information in means it's gone in.
Yeah, and LONGULF trading is still operating. So
it doesn't mean they're not doing anything. They may have undercover off it. We don't know.
I know there's a lot.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. I know there's a lot more going on than I know, or
So,
any of us know.
An officer coming taking a statement off you won't make any difference.
Yes, it will.
Because that information has already gone in from you.
never acted on that information.
They don't go around taking statements off people. They just take that information.
Well, that's where how did that? What was his name? Salam Abidi, Manchester Arena bomber. He flew a fucking Daesh flag from the roof of his house in Longside, was it? Who stopped him? Perhaps you should start fucking listening to people and speaking back to them.
That's what we're asking. We're asking for people to give information like you have.
Yeah, but no. You ignore my information submissions, and then when I'm contacted, it's by someone saying, "Look, we think you're a potential terrorist." You'll prevent.
I think there's been a lot of miscommunications.
No. There's been Jason fucking Robinson delivering very specific messages through my doctor, through my GP, the place I go for medical care.
See your GP often then?
Yeah, I'm in pieces. I've been diagnosed with deliberating stress for the past 4 years related to my military service in Afghanistan, compounded by this.
Yeah, I mean this isn't going to help your stress levels, is it?
What?
All this going on.
No.
And that's why I want to come see you, because so many things can be interpreted through a letter.
That ain't true.
Honestly, I know how you think not about that.
I want to know why I've been referred to prevent, and I want that referral scrubbed. I shouldn't be on your record. I'm trying to stop terrorism. I've been battling, I've been warning people for fucking decades. I've gone and stood up on the fucking front line of Afghanistan in Helmand myself. I've done everything. And then when I get contacted back, it's by people saying, "Oh, we think you might be a potential terrorist." Well, excuse my language, get to fuck, not you. Whoever's fucking done this. I can't fucking comprehend.
If we thought you had anything to do with that, we wouldn't be stood here talking to you.
No. So it's just an aggravating thing for me.
Yeah.
I can't understand. For the fucking life of me, I can't understand what you're even doing here.
Hopefully we can put things into place for you to bring that stress down and help
the only thing that's going to bring my
can.
stress down is when they start fucking investigating LONGULF trading.
Right.
There's nothing to say that they're not already doing that. Right?
We're still selling weapons to Saudi Arabia to drop on the people allied.
They may be looking at the bigger part of it.
I know it's not in
it
your...
might just be one part of it, but they might link into a bigger part.
The bigger part of what? The bigger part of let the Manchester Arena bomber get through. Listen, you've got to have a look at Counter Terrorism's fucking record for me to have confidence in them, and at the moment I've got absolutely zero confidence in them. And I've been speaking about this stuff for 4 years. I've still got information, significant information that people don't know because no one will fucking talk. Sorry about my language.
But you've put that information in, haven't you, like he says? They take the information, they don't take statements, they just take the information and they work on that information and nobody ever knows.
There was 5 people phoned in warnings about that Salama Bailey. They're not fucking listening.
No.
The reason I'm so angry and upset is because people are fucking dying because police officers here...
Do you know there was all these referrals in for him and stuff like that?
It's just in the newspaper.
Right. Again, newspapers ain't the best source of information, are they?
They were quoting from the inquiry. There was people, there was friends and family of the fucking guy phoned up and said we think he's radicalised. He flew a fucking IH flat from his roof and GMB denounced it. Yeah. Now, a couple of other circumstances. I saw 2 fucking, excuse my language, 2 graffiti swastikas down on the path. And I reported it, and I get 2 officers out the next day. That poor woman who got petrol bombed in her house, she phoned 999 and no one turned up. There is something very, very wrong with GMP, and that's why I'm so angry, and that's why I want everything about it. Right, and you've got an outline of my situation. I've got stuff from Colombia, Bolivia, Afghanistan, Yemen. It's all documented, it's all on my website. I've got other stuff I need to tell people, but no one will fucking listen to me. And when I say people, I mean...
There's nothing to say what you've put in isn't being listened to, right? I can assure you that. So don't think that it's being ignored.
The first time I reported this, 2009, 2 days before I joined the British Army, I called them up, Counter Terrorism hotline, and I gave them the name of the company I visited in Yemen, Yempak, and they recognised it, because that's when I got put through to the 2nd tier call handler.
Yeah.
So they knew about it, and I told them all about my meeting. This
is it.
Yeah. 2 days later, I joined the British Army. I stood next to Prince Harry with a loaded rifle. I've driven colonels around the place, been responsible, I've been secure fucking Camp Bastion. If I'd have been deep cover Al Qaeda, I could have absolutely fucked them. But they didn't. They never called me back. I told them.
Exactly. It's what I was trying to say.
You don't.
The way, the nature of the stuff, you won't get an update. Nobody does.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, they've not been investigated. I've got other information. I told them I've got loads of other information about this, like the sales that they did, the shopping in Chicago.
I'm sure your information was very valuable to them, but
I think well,
yeah.
It's just there's a lot of consequences. So
I get that. I get your frustration with it.
Right.
Is this your little dog?
I'd love to chat.
No, that's fine. Don't get upset, Anthony. Don't get upset. We need to upset you. And upset you day.
Hang on. You turned up unannounced and you've knocked on my door repeatedly until I answered. You don't want to harass me, but you turn up unannounced and knock. No, hang on. You ring the bell. Someone else lets you in.
It certainly wasn't our intention.
So why is my request? Why is my request? My email request for details of referral being ignored?
Because we thought we'd come and have that chat with you.
So you thought you'd ignore my request and come and have a chat with me instead?
I think things get misconstrued, don't they?
No. It's in writing. 2 PSO or PSO.
PCSO.
Have said that I said I worked for Al Qaeda. I want to know when I said that, who's saying I said it, and in what context.
It may have been taken out of context. I don't know.
Yes, it will have been.
But until we speak to you, we don't know that.
Well,
now that we spoke to you, we can see that it's been taken out of context.
It takes a visit. It takes a week of me corresponding angrily with Graham Brady and the fucking prevent scheme, 2 officers to come here to find out that 2.5 years ago I gave a fucking dossier to Graham Brady and he's given it to the Secret Intelligence and the Intelligence and Security Committee or whatever else. I can't fucking comprehend how you've even got here.
And I can see how he's wearing you.
Well, yeah. But you're saying you're coming here to establishing stuff that I've been fucking screaming at people for 4 years. For 4.5 years I've been trying to tell people.
The only way we can negate these is by speaking to yourself. And we've done that today. We've done that today and it confirms what we already thought. that it's not the case at all.
What's not the case?
That them comments of you work for Al Qaeda.
Right.
Yeah. But until we speak to that person, because this is the same with a lot of cases.
Well, no, the speech of it should be written down. You know, it was in 2018 I was supposed to have said that.
Right.
All of this should be written down. You don't need to come and speak to me about anything.
It's just, it's hard to get them emotions you have now in an email.
I don't want emotion. I know. I don't want any emotions in emails. I want facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you come and speak to me like this, when Senior Desai phones me up unannounced, I'm going to get emotional.
Yeah.
But because people are fucking dying.
I know now we've done all this for you or anything. Is there any help or support you need with anything? Have we just dropped on? Obviously, we've just dropped here, haven't we? Just want to know if there's anything that you need any support with.
Yeah, there's loads of things, and I've already asked for them, and there's no help available. I'm not having this conversation with
Okay.
I've been 6 months ago. I asked my doctor for an advocate, and my doctor hasn't. She said she sent letters, but I've not heard anything. In the same 6 months, she's been having meetings with Jason fucking Robinson. In the same 6 months, she's been fucking delivering messages for Jason Robinson.
What kind of advocate do you want? One that'll help you with? I'm just using these as examples.
For times like when Prevent turn up and send me letters accusing me of saying I work for Al Qaeda. I can't fucking comprehend. The stuff I'm dealing with is so much fucking high, with all due respect to you.
Are you on any medication from your doctor?
Yes. I'm not having these conversations on my doorstep. Please, I want to know, who said that I work for Al Qaeda? When did I say it? What context was it? That's the one thing we've got to speak about at the moment is why the fuck have I been referred to Prevent? When
from what you've told us, it's from two PCSOs who you may have spoken to back in 2018.
But put it in writing. It doesn't matter if you're telling me now. Put it in writing. I want to know the names of the officers. I want to know when, where, and context. And if they've made a
miscommunication, misunderstanding of it,
or a bad referral, then I want to know how the fuck it's happened. Look at Jason Robinson. He's been meeting with my doctor for 6 months and delivering messages. So what the fuck is going to this? But my doctor said to me I'm the least terroristic person she knows. Look, I'm the last fucking thing that I'm going to do is hurt anyone. I'm trying to save fucking lives.
Leave it with me. I'll try and get an update email sent to you.
Yeah. At the moment, Senior Desai, if that's her name, do you know who I'm speaking about when I say that? Right. She sent me an email. She said her manager is looking into this, and they will contact me. So what I'm doing, right?
And I'll send you an email if that's the best way of contacting you that you want.
Yeah, I want everything in writing, please. Right. And I apologise for my swearing, but
I totally understand where you're coming from, right? I get your frustrations and I understand it. Don't think we're upset like we're not. We would totally get why you're upset. Yeah? We can see that.
You don't know what the fuck's going on. Right, are we done?
Anthony, on the back of that, do you want to arrange a meeting with an advocate and see if there's any support services we could put in place for you? About what will help you?
I don't want anything through the Prevent until I know about this referral, and I want it in writing.
That's fine, and then we'll
I want scrubbing off your services, because Prevent is for people who are at risk of extremism, and I'm fucking not. I'm a whistleblower.
Right. Leave it with us, and we'll get it sorted for you.
Have you got any friends who are coming round today?
Prevent certainly don't think you're part of Al Qaeda, I'll tell you now. So don't go thinking that we think you're part of the terrorist, we know, right? We're happy
I
with that.
know, and that's why this is just a fucking... Given the gravity of the information I'm passing on, this is just an aggravation. Right. Where the fuck is Jason? First thing you want to do, fucking ask Jason fucking Robinson why we've not had a meeting, why he's delivering messages to my GP.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where my fucking anger's directed at the moment. I want to know.
Right.
What the fuck he's doing.
I'll get an update to you soon, right? Please don't go thinking that we think
the stuff I've exposed, it probably has killed people. People I've met.
Don't go in and make you brew or something.
I just make a fucking...
Well...
But I am angry and emotional like this because I had to stand here and fucking doors explaining it to two people who turn up without an appointment. Yeah? I asked for... why the... questions in my email's been ignored. Right, I've had enough. Yeah?
Alright, no problem.
Anthony, thanks for your time.
Sorry to talk to you like this. We didn't mean to, honestly. And we'll get it sorted in an email to you.
It's been said to... Right, I'll wait to hear from you. Excuse my swearing, it's...
Right, it's understandable.
I've not asked for fucking any bit. All I did was turn up at work and decided to be honest about it and say what I fucking saw.
And you've done what you thought was right, so...
I have done what was right.
Yeah.
If people had listened to me...
Yeah.
They have been, trust me.
Not in 2009 they hadn't. Because I ended up stood next to Prince Harry with a loaded fucking rifle in my hand. If I had been that fucking...
Nobody thinks that you're part of Al-Qaeda, honestly.
I know, but they seem absolutely determined to ignore LONGULF trading down in London that facilitated, that have invested £3 billion in this packaging company. What's going on in the background of that? Who are they employing?
You don't know, I don't know what's going on in that.
Yeah,
that could easily be being looked at from other services.
I need a big fucking confirmation of this
You
stuff.
won't get any.
Then I'll just keep shouting about it on the internet and I'll keep using the likes of Jason Robinson and not doing the fucking job. Because you say they're investigating this company.
We don't know. That's just it.
Yeah, okay, right. You say they may be. They're operating out of UAE. Their office is in Dubai now. You know, this goes right up into the government.
Yeah.
This is $1 billion. The company, the man who introduced me to Al-Qaeda in Yemen, he's a director of a multi-billion-dollar global company. They've got shipping businesses. This is how Daesh and Al-Qaeda fucking spread themselves. And we're still helping Saudi Arabia in Yemen, attacking the only people who are fighting Al-Qaeda in Yemen, relatively. So it's absolutely...
Are you getting any support through like military services or anything like that?
No, I've been absolutely ignored by the military charities, combat stress. I've asked them all, they've come round.
Nova, have you tried Nova?
Nova.
No, I've got too much to do already.
Do you want me to send you their details?
There's only one thing I want from you, please, and it's an email telling me who referred, telling me about this conversation I had. So I can understand why I'm on your books. And as soon as we get to the bottom of that, I hope you'll scrub me off your books. I don't want to be anywhere near Prevent.
Right.
Because Prevent is to stop people getting radicalised.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking radicalised. I'm not at all. And
I can see that.
There's no potential for me to ever get involved in anything like that. So I need scrubbing off your books completely, and this needs going back to Jason Robinson.
Do you want us to let your GP know that we've called and what we've spoke about and us?
No,
that's entirely your information.
At the moment, my GP is following Jason Robinson's orders and ignoring my request for an advocate. 6 fucking months ago, I asked her.
Do you want us to contact her and say that we've been to see him, that you want you'd like an advocate?
No, we've already asked her. She knows about it.
Right,
I've got a
no,
letter.
that's fine,
yeah.
it's your information and it's
Yeah.
your confidentiality.
I want one thing from you. I want to know why I've been referred to you, and then I'll dispute that referral, and then I want scrubbing off your books.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
already disputed that referral with us.
Yeah.
We can sort that now.
I want to know the details.
I don't think you're part of Al Qaeda at all. Right.
Of course I'm not. But I want to know who's referred me.
Right.
I want to get to the bottom of that, and the people.
I'll see what I can do.
All this information, I've handed it all up to the very highest fucking authority. You know the 9/11 Military Commission? They were going to send a team of attorneys from the Pentagon to Manchester to interview me over 5 days. That's how valuable my information is. They can't come over to the UK without permission of British security services. I called our security services and said, look, there's a team of 9/11 investigators coming to interview me. You know what they did? They said, not our problem, and hung up on me. That's how fucking... At the moment, I think the security services are the problem. There is absolutely no way anyone could have missed the Al Qaeda base in Yemen that I visited because the fucking name was called Al Qaeda. I mean, I've got more information about this that I've researched now. Yeah. This goes up right to the fucking top of government, and so that's what I'm battling against. So I'm sorry you've got in the way, but all I need from your...
we think we've cleared.
Yeah.
Right, what I need from your services is an email, as I've requested, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's it, thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Sorry to upset you.
Do something with the information I'm passing on.
Right.
Go and give someone a kick up the fucking ass. It doesn't matter whether you're sorry or whether I'm upset. There's people dying in Yemen, people dying in Afghanistan, people dying all over the fucking world because they ignored my warnings in '97, they ignored me in 2009, they're ignoring me now. Or they might not be ignoring me, but they're not doing what they should be doing. So...